So, it's time to give you what you came here for. Harry Potter. Yep, years ago, actress Emma Watson split with JK Rowling over the author's views on trans. If you recall, Rowling got attacked for saying the girls' locker room at Hogwarts shouldn't have dudes waving around their magic wands. And while she got death threats, the actors she made rich piled on. But now Emma wants peace.
I can love her. I can know she loved me. I can be grateful to her. I can know the things that she said are true. And that can be this whole other thing. It's my deepest wish that I hope people who don't agree with my opinion will love me, and I hope I can keep loving people who I don't necessarily share the same opinion with.
That's how you know radical trans nonsense is going the way of Joy Reid's career. When Hollywood big mouths suddenly want to be reasonable. No wonder the ancient Greeks considered their profession even lower than telemarketers. But Rowling took that olive branch and used it to smack Emma upside her head. To her, Emma is only coming out because it isn't fashionable anymore. So she's changing her tune like a schizophrenic at karaoke. Remember, Rowling was smeared as anti-trans back when that was as unsafe as having unprotected sex with Hunter Biden. But JK stood her ground, while the cast of the franchise she created trashed her. Watson, Daniel Radcliffe, Ron Weasley. They all rode her coattails, making unimaginable wealth at a young age. And when Rowling could have used their support, they chose the mob instead. They had a chance to show the courage of the characters they played, but instead, they sided with the bad guys. Rowling faced death threats, cancellation, endless outrage. But now the culture's changed. DEI is dead. Rosie's gone. Even the dumbest Democrats agree women's sports are for women. What are they going to tell us next? That jock straps are for men? So Emma wants back in, but Rowling is telling her to take her broomstick and shove it, claiming Watson has so little experience of real life that she's ignorant of how ignorant she is. Nice, huh? And it's true. Emma's a pampered, white, liberal actress who never had to experience any of the things that normal women go through. You know, like failing a driving and math test all on the same day.
A sexist would say.
As Rowling says, Watson will never need a homeless shelter, never need a public changing room, and her public bathroom is single use with a guard standing outside the door, just like Brett Baer's. Oh. And these stories are far too real for normal women. In Virginia, this ghoul exposed himself to girls in locker rooms because the law allowed him to, as long as he pretended he was a woman. And he's not exactly, you know, pulling it off. If this schmuck's passing for a chick, I'm Sydney Sweeney. And his name is literally Dick Cox. What more of a clue do you need? I mean, his name could have been I Have a Penis Jones. Anyway, in Minnesota, a trans softball pitcher struck out 27 female batters over 35 innings. How dare a man force his way into a sport reserved for hard-working lesbians? Next, they'll make a Subaru with a built-in urinal. But these masquerades don't just harm women, they also hurt lonely men. Just ask Sheriff Grady.
So you order up a prostitute, and that's what you think you're getting. Now, when you look at that, you go, wow, that's pretty rough, but, you know, any port in a storm. And then the next morning when you wake up, you find out this is who it really is. Yeah, we call that Coyote Ugly.
Yeah. Well, they used to call it that, now it's just Kathy Griffin. But that's real life, which Watson never experienced. She's a millionaire full of privilege, magazine covers, award shows. She probably even dated Leo DiCaprio. But she's 35, so if it happened, it was decades ago. But before fame, Rowling lived the life of the women that she's defending. She worked temp jobs, lived in poverty, divorced, depressed, denied by 12 publishers, rejected more times than Brian Kilmeade at a job fair. And she still wrote the most popular books ever. So Rowling isn't being bitter, she's being vindicated. And now Emma wants forgiveness? Sorry, Emma, you gave that up when you took the easy way out while others put their careers and their lives on the line. Rowling knows what it's like to share the risk. Her whole life was risk, and she never budged. Not for the left or the child actors who made bank off her. Hell, before Harry Potter, Hogwarts were just the bumps on Joy Behar's back. And the fact is, without Rowling, Emma would be misspelling my name on a Starbucks cup.